Hello and welcome to new broadcast tape on TayNinhTV with some latest events in the province as well as in nationwide. And now we come into details. Ladies and gentlemen, on January 27, the District Party Committee Organizing Committee coordinated with the Tabi District Military Party Committee to hold the meeting with party members who are the mobilized soldiers.
From 2016 to present, TayNinhTV District has received 81 demobilized party members, including 32 party members submitted locally and 49 party members submitted in the military. And many party members, after being discharged from the military, have continued to promote the qualities of uncomposed soldiers, taking on important roles in the locality. Speaking at the meeting, Mr. Trần Lê Duy, Secretary of TayNinhTV District Party Committee, emphasized that the district continues to support and create the best conditions for demobilized party members to participate in party activities and take on important tasks. At the same time, it is required that the party committees and authorities on levels pay attention and create on conditions for not only party members but also all discharged soldiers to have a stable jobs, and thereby contributing to ensuring the life and sustainable economic development in the locality.
On January 26, in TayNinhTV, the Provincial Confederation of Labour coordinated with Châu Thành District Labour Confederation to visit recent gifts and wish a Happy New Year to union members and workers staying in their hometown of TayNinh to celebrate the Lunar New Year 2025. On this occasion, the Provincial Labour Confederation presented 62 gifts, each worth 500,000 Vietnam dong, to union members and workers living in boarding houses in TayNinhTV who did not return to their hometowns to celebrate it. The total cost of the gifts was more than 30 million Vietnam dong, of which the Joint Commercial Bank for Investment and Development of Vietnam (BIDV) TayNinh branch supported 50 million Vietnam dong.
Recently, the Railroad Society of Hiệp Thành Commune Goya District presented gifts to victims of Agent Orange, people with disability, lonely elderly people, people and students in difficult circumstances in the commune.
100 gifts were presented to victims of Agent Orange, people with disabilities, lonely elderly people, people and students in difficult circumstances. Each gift is worth 500,000 Vietnam dong, including rice, cooking oil, soy sauce, and other necessities. The total value of this gift giving is 50 million Vietnam dong, sponsored by the Red Cross Society of Hiệp Thành Commune Goya District, mobilizing donors. On the occasion of the Lunar New Year, the Farmers Association of Tân Châu District coordinated with the Farmers Association of Tân Hội Commune to hand over a warm house to farmers to members with difficult housing circumstances. The house, with an area of 40 square meters, was handed over to the family of Mr. Nguyễn Văn Chia, born in 1984, residing in Hội Tân Hamlet, Tân Hội Commune. The house has an area of 40 square meters, worth 90 million Vietnam dong. The funding source was mobilized by the Farmers Association of Tân Hội Commune to sponsor.
Ladies and gentlemen, spring on the mainland is also the time when spring begins to knock on the door, overcoming the blue waves, ship carrying heavy love from all over the country set off, bringing meaningful gifts.
Among them, the side peach blossoms and the golden kumquat balls are not only decorative items for the 30th, but also symbols of vitality, faith, and hope, the emotional connection between the mainlands and the distant islands, adding strength to the officers and soldiers and the people on the outpost islands to hold their guns firmly. In the solemn atmosphere of the departure ceremony at the Cam Ranh military port, Khánh Hòa province, the image of the golden kumquat trees and the bright pink peach blossoms solemnly displayed before its row of troops has become an emotional symbol, representing the outpost islands of the far land. And in the last day of the year, when the mainland is bustling with the preparations for the Lunar New Year's coming near, the ships carrying the warmth of spring also begin their journey across the waves to the sea and to the coast of soldiers and the people who are guarding the sea and sky of the Fairland at day and night. On behalf of the corps and soldiers of Sông Tử Tây Island, I'd like to promise to the people and soldiers that they will always be the ones to defend the sovereignty of the sea and islands near the shark mainland of their ancestors and prepare to welcome the new spring of the snake of 2025. I don't know what else to say. I would like to send the mainland a new year with everything going as planned, peace, prosperity, and success in life. On those ships, not only did they carry food, provisions, and essential necessities for the life on the remote islands, but they also carried the spring of the mainland. The side peach blossoms and the spots of kumquat laden with the fruits like special messengers brought the traditional dirt flavor and the warmth of the homeland to Trường Sa archipelago. We are very happy to begin giving the kumquat trees by the people to Trường Sa archipelago, and during the time of the ship, we always took care of and watered them regularly to ensure that the tree was lush and healthy to go out there to celebrate the death. On the days before the death, officers and soldiers on the island together display trays of fireworks, decorate their unit space with peach blossoms and red palo sunsets, creating a cozy space and brilliant with the spring colors, along with the gifts sent from the mainland, especially the kumquat and peach trees with a strong flavor of death on the mainland. They have contributed to encouraging the spirits of corps and soldiers, dispelling homesicknesses. Every time that comes, the leaders receive attention from the people of the whole country and send gifts from the mainland. It is very warm for the brothers and the soldiers in the front line of the wind and waves to have the peach and the kumquat branches that are very beautiful. And I have arranged them on the table to decorate for the New Year ceremony. And thank you very much for the people, and thank you to the soldiers and the civil servants in the mainland. Although the gifts are very simple, like kumquat trees, bead trees, or handwritten letters, they carry a warm feelings of the mainland sent to the soldiers who are guarding the sea and sky of the Fairland day and night. More than material value, these gifts are priceless, source of spiritual encouragement, and add in strength and strengthening the will for the soldiers to stand firm at the front line of the wind and waves, and it is a testament to the shared affection and sharing between the mainland and the islands, between the rear and the front.
On January 27, the general rehearsal of the art program to welcome the New Year Eve, celebrating the party, celebrating spring of 2025, took place all day at the Memorial Square of Martyrs of TayNinhTV Province, preparing for the meaningful New Year Eve event.
The morning rehearsal took place in a bustling but equally exciting atmosphere when artists, actors, and art troupes prepare colorful art performances, and from traditional songs praising the party to the performance about the homeland of TayNinhTV, each performance was elaborately and meticulously staged, creating a rich cultural picture. And the afternoon rehearsal continued with the experiments in lighting and sound, helping the performances become more vivid and impressive. The program preparation has been carefully implemented to ensure the program takes place perfectly, bringing an impressive art night welcoming the new year with a joyful, prosperous, and hopeful atmosphere. The art music program to welcome the Lunar New Year, celebrating the party, celebrating the spring of the snake of 2025, will take place at 10:30 p.m. on January the 28th of 2025. On January 27 or December the 28th day of the lunar calendar, although the number of people shopping for the dead increased, the goods supplied to the market in the province still abundant, with stable prices and little fluctuation. For the food items such as pork and chicken at the traditional markets, the price increased by about 10,000 Vietnam dong per kilogram compared to the previous days. As for the green vegetables, and the price was stable, little fluctuation. For fruit items for the 30th, the price did not increase too much compared to normal day, including the watermelon at 15,000 Vietnam dong per kilogram, the green skin red fruits at 35,000 Vietnam dong per kilogram, and red fresh dragon fruit at 25,000 Vietnam dong per kilogram. At the supermarkets, commodity prices have not fluctuated much, in which many food items such as meat, eggs, vegetables, fruits have big promotional programs for customers with discounts up to 50% and helping the customers feel secure when shopping.
Ladies and gentlemen, the year 2024 ends with many emotions, although facing many difficulties and challenges with great effort and determination of the entire political system, economic sector and people. The province's socio-economic situation has achieved comprehensive results and has some outstanding aspects that are worthy of respect and right.
Joining in to paint that colorful socio-economic picture, the presidencies in the province are proud to play an important role in gradually affirming their position as the main force on the ideological and cultural front of the party and the voice of the people. In 2024 economic growth, GDP exceeded the target set by the resolution, increasing by 8.45% over the same period, ranking 19 out of 63 provinces and cities nationwide and ranking the second out of 6 compared to the province in the southeast region. In 2024, the economy has very positive developments with outstanding aspects, including the high determination and great efforts of the entire political system of economic sectors of all classes of people, and the role of the press and reporters working in the land has been closely coordinated with the province in promptly reflecting the party policies, the state laws, and the province policies to the people, to courts and party members for the good implementation, bringing about efficiencies in the overall achievements in the socio-economic development. TayNinhTV province has been focusing on and creating favorable conditions for the development of the press in order to provide timely, accurate, and diverse information to the people. In 2024, the presidencies inside and outside the province have done a good job for informing, propagating, reflecting the leadership, direction, and operational activities of the party committees and authorities at all levels. The results achieved by all levels, sectors, units, and localities in performing the tasks of the socio-economic development, the national defense, security, and party building, orienting, stabilizing ideology, consolidating trust and social consensus for the party's guidelines and policies, the state policies and laws, the government and the locality solutions, propagating the social security work, taking care of the people's life also. The press in the area has also had timely information, hot events happening in the area provided for the press to provide and exploit and thereby provide information in the right direction of the province. We are very fortunate to have the enthusiastic support of reporters from newspaper and local media, especially the radio and television station of TayNinhTV province, helping reporters to report the news promptly and thereby promptly reflecting the socio-economic situation as well as the key agricultural sectors of the province. 2025 is a year of special importance, the final year of implementing the 5-year plan of 2021 to 2025, and at the same time, the year focusing on organizing the party congresses at all levels towards the 14th National Party Congress. And it is also a year of important historical events of the country as well as the province, especially preparing for the streamlining of the state apparatus, and therefore the presidencies of the province and outside the province will have to stick together and closely follow these events to reflect and convey information in a most objective, honest, and complete way. And define the important role of the press in 2025, the province strives for double-digit growth, requiring the political system to be more determined and make greater efforts in which the dissemination of policies to the people, businesses, current party members is very necessary. And the province will direct the sectors, levels, units, and localities to be more proactive in coordinating with the press agencies and supporting and creating favorable conditions for reporters working with the province to promptly convey policies and activities, especially the province policies on social, economic development, national defense, and security, to achieve the goals set by the province in 2025. Promoting the results achieved in 2024 also, the journalists, reporters, press agencies inside and outside the province, and in 2025, continue to promote the role of Vietnamese revolutionary press, accompanying the province to create quality press products with a high orientation and education, and at the same time, an important bridge in building the image and bringing the beautiful and attractive image of the land and the people to domestic and also international tourists and friends, and accompanying the social economic development of the province. The Deputy Prime Minister Trần Hồng Hà had just signed a decision approving the process on establishing and developing a carbon market in Vietnam. Accordingly, the domestic carbon trading floor will be operated on a pilot basis from June to the end of 2028, before the officially operating on 2029. Especially from June 25 to the end of 2028, the domestic carbon trading floor will be operated on a pilot basis, and 3 years later, the floor will be officially operated. Hanoi Stock Exchange is assigned to build and provide domestic carbon trading floor services according to standards jointly developed by the Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment and the Ministry of Finance. Commodities on the carbon credit market in Vietnam include the two types: greenhouse gas emission quotas and carbon credits certified by the Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment. And the Office of Ministry of Industry and Trade just informed that it is forecasted that during this year-Tet holiday, the demand for electricity consumption nationwide will decrease sharply, reaching only about 50 to 60% compared to the normal working days. And the National Electricity System and Market Operation Company under Ministry of Industry and Trade has also just made a commitment to ensure the stable and safe power supply throughout the 9-day holiday without any power outage, with a forecast to suddenly decrease in the electricity consumption during the day due to companies and factories taking holidays, and the electricity operating system during the day has been carefully calculated with a goal to ensuring no overload, no excess capacity during the peak hours, and enough electricity for the peak hours also.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Hanoi Flower Market is the oldest flower market in Hanoi, established in the early 20th century, reflecting the control of the people of Trang An.
Each year, the market only opens on one occasion, starting from the 23rd of December until the New Year. The closer to the Lunar New Year, the more bustling and crowded the traditional Hang Lược flower market becomes. Many people in the capital have come here to enjoy the beauty of spring, see, buy flowers, and feel the traditional of that flavor. And this place is not only a place for the people to buy and sell peach branches, kumquat trees, chrysanthemum pots, but also a place to preserve the memories and traditional cultural values of Hanoians in the last day of the year. Every year I go shopping for a flower myself during the Tet, and my grandchildren buy the flowers they like, such as peach blossom and kumquats, but I like the old traditions, such as dahlias, violets, and single flowers, so I go shopping myself. Visiting Hang Lược flower markets on the days before the Tet Eve is still a hobby of many people in Hanoi in the past and still preserved until today. And working between the flower stalls, choosing kumquat trees, pick branches, or simply looking at the blooming flowers, on bring an indescribable feeling of peace and happiness. And that is the beauty of tradition, the connection between the past and the present, and between the generations in a Tet atmosphere full of flavor.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today TTV News. Thank you for watching and see you next time.